It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
Who that? Hey, switch gears.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3.
2nd and 4. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Tight guard.
Rock it.
Slam. Check 26.
Shoot.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And it's taken in at the 9. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready? 10-2 stop. Protein spill. 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Yeah.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
5.
Off play action. Grossman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hey.
56 is the mic. Yeah. Watch the
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
15, Ronnie. 15 now.
I got you, punk.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Hey, lock it.
56, right there. 56. I'm coming.
Now.
25. Check 25.
Speed Griffin.
Back to throw. Grossman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On third down, back whip. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hey, stand off. Go.
On first and 10, Grossman is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Slow out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Ready. 18, Gator.
56.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to my boy. 56. Check 56. Curry. Mike 56. Mike 56.
All day, baby, all day. Look at me. Zipper.
6-man.
Throwing on third and long. Grossman. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 38 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. Now, I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in the next.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Ready.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, exit.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Time to go.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Tackle. By 56.
Off the play fake. Grossman. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
56.
To throw again. Grossman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard.
56. Let's make these babies cry.
2nd down and inches.
Let's make these babies cry.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
218, chopper. Hey, team 6. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Rip left. Check 37. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak.
6 guys. Check.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
On the double.
97's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Greystone travel.
Check.
Stand.
Hey, turn it up.
Now.
They'll drop to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Saints take over.
We got this.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Yes.
Mike 56, Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
56 the mic.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Grossman. And this is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ready.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. 56 the mic, boy, 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Grossman. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check 43.
61, matchbox light. 5.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Harvin the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
8, read. Hey. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 56. Target.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, wahoo!
56 the mic, boy, 56. Check 56.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Grossman. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Ready to break.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Here, looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
At the 45-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Bravo.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Ready? 97's the mic.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, set.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Ready?
Back to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, Alpha. 2.
Throwing on 1st down. Grossman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Let's go.
Clock line number 11. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New Orleans.
Here we go. Hey, high 7.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Smooth.
56.
Throwing again. Grossman. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
56 to Mike. 56.
Oh!
That's trash. That's trash.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grossman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Check 3.
They run the counter. Beckwith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Check.
Look at me, zipper. Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
80 weapons.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Watch the run. 97's the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Grossman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
7-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, New Orleans.
Okay, ready?
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Pilot, 64, wait.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Grossman. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
50's to Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 50, Mike
Yep.
50. You ain't going nowhere.
Now.
Looking to throw. Grossman. Trying to get it to Hardman, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get it to Hardman that time. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 52.
Twist on travel. Ready.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
That's what I do.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Henderson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
General West.
A 6-yard
Again, it's Henderson. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go, D.
They'll run here with Henderson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Saints take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Operating from the gun, Grossman. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Saints, first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Grossman. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
56. All day.
Fire.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Beckwith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. They've got it going today.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 4 now.
Five.
Out.
Look, squeeze. Hard.
36.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
Set the 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So 3rd down becomes even harder. Now it's going to go back 5 to 3rd and 15. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Saints, not much to complain about here. They come in.